It's 8:43 on the 5th of March. It is 11 degrees and I'm at a tow facility. The Freightliner they were going to tow me to last night closed at 12, and it took a little bit longer for the tow truck to arrive, but when it did, he had to drop the drive line and get me hooked up, and he was there at 11. So by the time after he got everything secured and ready to go, it was 12:30. So I guess that's it's one of the hazards. We got here. I asked if I could stay in the truck instead of going to a hotel, because that saved me time getting into the rack and getting sleep. And I'm glad I did that. It's even though it's 11 degrees now, it was probably colder last night. But the heater in the bunk area, I am very impressed with. I started the truck for a little bit just to kind of get it the coolant a little bit warm, because the system kind of works with that to heat everything up. And yeah, by this morning I must have slept really well, because I woke up and it was I was nice and toasty warm back there. So I'm grateful for that. I'm worried that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do to make sure that that Maverick is aware. I sent in a breakdown macro. I called FleetNet, gave them the update, and what's expected to happen is that the tow company where I'm at, they share their facility with some other trucking company that moves shipping containers. They're supposed to take me this morning to Freightliner that opens at 7:30, and it's like 8:41 Eastern Standard Time, because I'm in Ohio, just south of I guess you would say I'm south of Detroit, if that helps you line up where I'm at in Ohio. But I sent a message last night before I went to sleep also to my fleet manager on what they call a freeform macro. So that probably showed up around 2:30 a.m. But I guess they got lots of ice and snow today in Little Rock, so I just got a message over the OmniTrack saying that many of the fleet managers weren't able to make it in, so make sure we use our OmniTracks to do communication. And I try to primarily use my OmniTracks for all my communication. This way, if they sent me some specific instructions, I can always refer back to it, because of my short memory. I either write it down, or it's either in an email, or it's on the OmniTrack, so that works out for me. Oh, they're obviously towing somebody else. Possibly that driver will drop off his and get the other truck to take me, because they need like a 35-ton wrecker. They had the wrecker they brought out last night. He felt was he probably would have felt better bringing out one of the bigger ones. But we made it there safely, or made it here safely, so it was no big deal. So anyway, here I sit in the morning, and I'm not so much concerned about me, because I know I'll be taken care of, but because Maverick has always taken care of me in the past. They were going to put me in a hotel last night. FleetNet offered to put me in a hotel. Once they found out that the truck was going to be staying here all night, they're like, well, let's get you a hotel. And I was like, oh, no, that's okay. They said I could stay in the truck. And so I think they marked that down, because I can hear the individual typing, speaking as they typed that the driver was staying in the truck. So it's good to know that they take care of us when things do happen. And things happen, I think, in any trucking company like this. Even though this is my second breakdown, it's really, I think, a simple fix. But unfortunately, timing is always the key. When you break down at the end of the day and you're in a far-off location on a back highway, you tend to have to wait for tow trucks, and then hopefully services are available at the time that you need them. For me, it worked out that, yep, they closed and have to wait till morning. But anyway, I think it's a simple fix, so hopefully I can get in there, get everything taken care of, and then get back. My load is currently here as well on a trailer, and I did notify Maverick through the OmniTrax. I talked to FleetNet about it, and they just told me to contact them this morning. But I already sent a message, since we communicate via OmniTrax. You can see the snow. This whole parking lot is covered in ice. I don't know, it's maybe hard to see, but yeah, that's solid ice out there. Even though it looks like patches of ice, that's ice on top of the other compacted ice. It was pretty insane out there last night. So I also sent this morning. I looked for all the macros I could do to kind of notify people of what's going on, and there's a macro on the unit that notifies the CSRs of a delay, and I hit that this morning. So we will see. We'll see what happens. I just feel like there's something else I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm not aware of it. So hopefully, I'm just concerned about the load, because it's got a specific time to be at the shipper. I mean the consignee. I always say that. I should just say customer. But anyway, we'll see what happens. It's 11:20 in the afternoon. Still at the tow yard. The tow truck that was getting ready to tow me to Freightliner was pulled off of me to go get some truck off the road because he was blocking traffic. So looks like he may be back. We'll see what happens. I'll post more updates. Alright, it's 12:29 in the afternoon on the 5th of March. I ate lunch in my truck, nice and warm. And the tow truck is now hooking me up again, and we're on our way to Freightliner. There is another driver coming that has been dispatched to come pick up my load and deliver it a couple hours away. I guess the standard procedure is that you put the paperwork with the trailer in a spot where it's not going to get affected by weather. But he'll come pick it up. He'll put whatever securements I have, crossing fingers, that he puts all the securements that I put on this trailer on the empty trailer he's dropping off, so I have the appropriate amount of chains and 2 steel tarps and bungees and over-center binders and straps that I have on there. So I think he's an experienced driver, so that should occur without a problem. We'll see.